Right folks, and welcome to Valencia, a new era for Valencia Football Club. Right, seems to happen reasonably often actually, looking at this. I've got to buck the trend a little bit here, see? They finished 4th, and they're going to finish 10th, but then they come back up, and they stay a bit, and then they finish 8th, and then they finish 4th, and then they finish 12th, 2 years in a row. But then they get up, they finish 4th, consistent 5th, 3rd, back down to 10th. It does happen reasonably every so often for Valencia, which is unfortunate. We don't want it to happen, but here we are. A few results. That's our pre-season here. Don't know why we only played 3 games. 3-2, 2-0, 3-1 average. Yeah, anyway, we're all here to see the signings. Let's get into that now. First sale, Andreas Lunan. He plays for Volland now. Yeah, he played 4 games for us, poor fella. He only stayed with us for about 6 months. Sold him for a 2.75 mil profit. Got his, I guess, relatively cheap wages off the bill anyway. Yes, he's wanted by young boys still. But yeah, you know, decent keeper, but with De Gea, wasn't really going to play too much. And we've got another goalkeeper as well that is a better backup and younger. We'll have to wait and see for him. But yeah, I'm happy. We got him off the books. Not that he was on a higher wage or anything, but he wasn't really going to play in it at 26. He's sort of coming into his peak years, so rather he goes to somewhere and actually gets to play after, I guess, can I say that he wasted a bit of his career? You know, the last time he actually played more than 4 games was last year, and then before that it was when he went on loan to Oviedo in 1920. It's almost been 10 years and he's just been playing 1, 2, 1, 4. So, oh, poor fella. Hakim Ziyech is out the door. The 32-year-old Moroccan international is off to Leicester City in the Premier League. He did have quite a big wage. Played 141 times for us, scoring 26 goals. We signed him for 26.5 mil, which isn't a huge amount, no. Unfortunately, it is going up to 33 with add-ons, so hopefully they'll happen. But yeah, off he goes. Didn't really do too much last season, did he? 30 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. The season before that, 8 goals, 10 assists. Might be a bit past it now, you know, but I'm sure he's going to be useful to Leicester. Right, now another player that has gone to the Premier League, or I assume West Brom play in the Premier League. They've got enough money to pay for Alex Febas. We sold him for 28.5 after... he only came in last season. I didn't buy him, so poor fella. Straight back out. We got a decent enough profit for him, almost double what we bought from last season as a club. Anyway, yeah, he's off to West Brom, and he's gonna do something there. And he didn't do too much for us when we came in. Yeah, let's press on. George Saines, not sure how we pronounce that. He is gone too. First one so far that isn't off to the Premier League. He's actually off to Belgium with Standard Liège. So yeah, we've transfer listed him and sold him for 43 mil. Standard Liège have quite a few dollars in their bank account, quite clearly. I will say that the currency is actually in New Zealand dollars, so do be aware and do be mindful when I say dollars, whatever, it's New Zealand currency, so it does go a little higher there. It might look like a lot, but it's actually not as much. I guess for pounds it's about double, and same with American dollars. Not sure how much euros it is, but yeah, it's normally about double. So if you wanted to go for pounds or American dollars, he went for about half of that, and that's the same for everything anyway. But yes, enough rambling. He's off, and hopefully he will have a good time in Belgium. Off to Monaco now. Goncalo Guedes is off. Or he is off. He's been off for quite some time now. He left. Now he's only 28, Portuguese international. He's still a really good player, but unfortunately, because we finished so low down the table, a lot of these guys don't want to stick around because there's no Champions League football. So unfortunately, we did lose quite a few of our bigger players and better players. Some of them were getting sold anyway, but yeah, this guy's gone. 60 million potentially in add-ons. Hopefully they all come through. But yes, 48 mil up front and 12 in add-ons. Wouldn't be too bad, you know. He's off back to Spain. No, he's not off to Spain. He's off to France, you imbecile. Sorry. Yeah, he's off to play for Monaco. So, yeah, good for him. Mokhtar Diakabe joining up with Andre Lunan in Fulham's defence. Again, wanted to leave because of no football. No football. He was going to play football. No European football. Continental football, whatever you want to call it. Sold him for 60 mil. 60 mil up front. Not a bad price, if I'm honest. Pretty happy with that, even if he is still only 28. He's still never been capped by France. He's still a decent defender. Yeah, he's off. We bought him in for 29, 30 mil, so we got a good deal. Doubled our price for him. Can't be too wrong there. But yeah, he's off to Fulham. He's going to link up with Andre Lunan, and yeah, hopefully they do bits. Last sale of the window so far, it is Ismail Benasa. Fantastic player, still only 27. Would have loved to keep him around. Only played 82 games for us at Valencia here. He's only been here for about 3 years. Sold him for 101 mil to Man City. So he was definitely the biggest sale of the window, and I must say it did give us quite a bit of room to move around in, which I was quite happy with actually. Can't believe he actually played for Arsenal in real life. Did he? I missed that completely. That's unfortunate. He's now gone for 100 mil to Man City. Like most of the other good Arsenal players, they always ended up at Man City back in the day. Not so much nowadays, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, still, he's still a really good player, and he's going to probably do bits for Manchester City, especially in their midfield. Yeah, he's on really high wages though, so it was good to get the players off the wage bill. Yeah, that's our last sale so far. Window's not closed just yet. Let's see who we brought in to replace all of these departures. Alright, there's quite a few of the new players coming in, so forgive the length that this will take. We got in this fella, Chiro Ramio, for free. Yep, he is was released at the end of his contract with Lazio. We've swooped in, and we've now taken him. Italian right back, should be fairly decent. Great stamina, great bravery, great work rate. Love to see it. Balanced personality, really good potential. It's valued at about 5.5 mil, just over 5.5 mil, should I say. He's only played once for Lazio, came off the bench, didn't do too much, but yeah, hopefully he'll do a bit for us. Another player that we bought in for a free is another right back, Yusuf Segna. I'm sorry if I butchered that name, if anyone has that name, but I'm just going to call him Segna. Came in from Brest on a free. You know, he's all right. Like, he's probably never going to be a huge player for us, but you know, for free youth, you know, can't really go wrong. You know, just sell them for a bit of a profit or just release them on a free, and you're never, you know, worse off than when you started, really. So, I mean, hopefully he does well, turns out well, and we can either make a profit for him or he'll become a good right back for the club. But for now, decent free transfer. Relatively big one on a free transfer is Kevin Volland. Yes, so the striker slash winger on the left, apparently. No, on the right, sorry. Still a really good player. He's still got stats in all the good places that you need. He's still good very aggressively, still determined, he's still got good flair off the ball, work rate, stamina is going down, natural fitness is still good, and his balance is still good. He's still got a little bit of a reasonable amount of pace. He's still quite strong. So, yeah, hopefully he does well, and for a free transfer, he's only on 165k a week. It's not a bad deal, I think, and if he can replicate what he was doing in Germany, you know, from, you know, 15 goals, 14 goals, hell, if he can get 10, or around, you know, 10 depending on how he starts or where he's going to be playing for us, haven't quite figured that out yet, hopefully he'll be a great addition to the team. Another youth player that we've brought in, this time from Manchester United, Lucas Moral. French attacking midfielder, plays as a trequartista, or an attacking midfielder. It's great natural fitness, great agility, great pace, 6 foot. He's going to be pretty good. He's got really good potential ability. He's light-hearted. He's coming from Manchester United. He's already played for 3 clubs. Lille, Man U, and us now. Man U did buy him for 2.3 mil, never played him. I guess he did play non-competitive football, at least, so that's something. But yes, he is in, and hopefully he's going to become a star for us. Not quite finished with the free transfers yet. There's still a few more, and this one is one of the picks. This one is one of the best of the lot. Look at that determination. 20 at 19. That's insane. Decision making, 19 years old. He's got 16 decisions. Passing is 16. First touch is 17. He's another he plays in the same as Moral, or Morale, however you want to pronounce it. Attacking playmaker. No, not attacking playmaker. Advanced playmaker. Still, attacking midfield role. Something similar like that. He's played for 5 clubs so far in his career. He's only 19. He's played for Marseille, came through the youth academy, played a bit for their second team. You know, he's done all right. He's gone on loan to Lecce last season in the Serie B. He played 32 games, got 9 assists, 2 goals, and 1 player of the match, and then he's come to Valencia for free. Like, I don't see what's bad. There's a few people that want him on loan. We're not going to give him out on loan. He's probably going to start a couple of games for us, especially in the cup competitions and the lower stages. He's on 10 grand a week. I think he is going to do very well here. A familiar face for those that were with us at Nice for the whole time. Alan Kamanga, whatever. Another French player. This time he is a right winger. Great determination at 16. Love to see it. Teamwork 17. Work rate 17. Great. He played for Lorient. I think we bought him from Lorient for a year. We did for about 1.8 mil. Came into our youth team and then didn't renew his contract. It expired, and here we are. We've got him now, so we're picking up a few people for Nice, and yeah, good to be reunited with him. Hopefully he's still got the potential that he showed when we first wanted to buy him. So yeah, can't be a bad option. One of our biggest signings. Another free transfer, funnily enough, though, but biggest in terms of stature, player, wage, like 245k. He's on a big wage, but look at his stats. Like, they are awesome. He is consistent at everything but 3 things: corners, crossing, and long throws. He doesn't do any of those, but everything else he's got over a 10. Everything else is yellow. He's got one thing that's green, and that's passing. But he is going to be fantastic. He already is fantastic. His current ability and potential ability is probably not going to get any better. But yes, we brought this fella in for a free from Manchester City, who keep loaning him out. You know, he played in the Premier League last season for Leicester, 28 games, 4 goals, 2 assists. Can't go wrong. He's going to be fantastic for us, I hope. Last free transfer, I promise. We brought Fran Vilabia. Vilabia? Don't know how you say it, unfortunately. Yeah, he's not the best player. Far from it, really. No, that's a bit mean. But 17 flair. You know, he's come in for free. He's been playing in the Championship most of his life with Birmingham. Former Valencia player back in his youth. He's still only 27, so still relatively young. But yeah, what that says, emergency backup. Very much so, just someone that can come in and can play a position around this midfield. You know, both wings, attacking midfield. He can play wherever. So, he'll do a job if we need him to. But other than that, he's nothing more than an emergency backup. Finally, we get into the players that we've actually paid for, and this is Andreas Gull from Denmark. Decent striker, still only 19. He's played for, who did we get him from? Copenhagen, I think it was. No, Brondby. Only 2 mil. Paid it all up front, yeah. And, yeah, I mean, I don't see him doing too much this season, but in the future, he looks like he'll be pretty decent. He's already got great stamina. I mean, not great stamina. It's alright, it's 11, great acceleration. I mean, that's first touch is great. 6'1". He's a poacher. You know, hopefully he'll do bits in the youth team when we'll chuck him in. We'll give him a few games when we can. We'll see how he does. Hopefully he's alright. We did also bring a friend in for him, Niklas Laowin Borg. This guy looks really good. 6'1", central defender. Came in from Copenhagen. Great teamwork already. 16. He's got great balance. 17. Everything else is reasonably decent. He's got a fair few like average stats, but you know, 12 strength. 12 stamina, 13 strength, 12 pace. He ain't gonna need too much for a centre back. What do we need? What we got? Tackling 14. That's pretty good for only an 18-year-old. So, came in for 2.8 mil from Copenhagen. He's never played much of a game, but he plays for the Valencia B team at the moment, and if we need him, we can bring him in, because we know he's relatively decent. He can probably do a job if required. Maybe not excellent job, but he's another option, and the future is looking bright for this young man. A new left back, or at least a new young backup left back in Wouter Hoek, not sure how you pronounce it. He's Dutch anyway. He's looking really good. What on earth? No, I don't want my stupid phone to start playing music. Excuse that. 16 bravery. That's great for a 20-year-old. He's got, you know, average bits of yellow around. He looks pretty good. We brought him in for 5.25. I think most of that is add-ons. Doesn't want to tell me. Oh well. Either way, he wasn't horrifically expensive. Hopes to learn a lot while he's here, which is good to see. Yeah, hopefully he might be replacing Jose Gaia one day at left back if he does the job and can get to be the best that he can be. This is where we've started to spend some money. Amadou Diawara, the former Napoli player, I believe he was. Great stats on him. You got 17 passing, 16 positioning, 16 anticipation, and everything else is pretty damn good. You know, look at him. 6 foot, he gets forward whenever possible. He likes to dictate the tempo, looks for a pass rather than attempting to score. You love to see it. His great ability, his potential ability is about the same, but he's in his prime, 28. We brought him in for 22.5 mil from Lorient. who only had him for 2 seasons, and they only bought him in for 5.75 after Napoli sold him to Roma, where he never really played until a couple of seasons ago. And they've taken a big loss on him. It's getting him for 36 to 5.75. And then we've bought him in for 22.5. He did request to leave Lorient, whatever you want to say it as, and there was quite a few places interested in him, but I thought our midfield could use him, so he is in, and he's happy to be here. Glad he picked us. Our new backup goalkeeper is a Swiss 21-year-old called Teddy Andre. Not sure why he's got the number 1 shirt, but if he plays well, he could be replacing De Gea relatively soon. I do know this guy from the national team setup, where I am obviously Swiss boss as well. So yeah, look at his goalkeeping: 16 kicking, 16 handling, 17 one-on-ones, 17 agility. He's 6 foot. He's really good. He's got fantastic potential, and he's just been playing. What did we bring him in from? We brought him in for 23, 35 potentially on add-ons, but you know, if he does the business, it's pretty good. He's come from Basel. He's played a bit on loan in the Bundesliga. He's played for 1860 Munich. He's played for Porto's B team. They brought him in for 5.75. They then loaned him out to other clubs in Switzerland in the Super League. And he's done relatively well for the time that he was there. He's played quite a few games for such a young player. And hopefully with age he's just going to get better. Someone De Gea can mentor and hopefully becomes our starting keeper in the next couple of years. He's already played 3 times for Switzerland. That was my doing. Brought him up last season during a couple of games, and he was really good actually. I think I played him against Germany one of his games, didn't even concede. So, and that's a pretty hard thing to do against Germany, being how good they are, and some of the strikers, regen strikers even, that I have seen that Germany have is insane. So he is a fantastic option as a backup. Josip Barrichello came in from Wolfsburg for, let me see, 26 mil. 26 mil, that's it. He, I believe he requested to leave. Came up on my scout report. I was like, 26 mil for a new winger after Guedes left, so can't complain there. Currently we're not actually playing wingers, so hopefully he is content for a little while to not be reasonably in the first team, but depending on how things go in the first few games, we will change. And he'll definitely play at some point. He's a fantastic winger. I love that 20 agility, 17 dribbling, decent pace at 15 as well. And yeah, hopefully he does alright for us. We have brought in a English 21-year-old from Everton called Charlie Storer. The game sees him more as a defensive midfielder, or at least that's what he's classed at really, but he's actually more of a defender to me, or at least that's where he's going to be predominantly playing for us, which is good. 6'4", 16 work rate, 19 teamwork. His leadership, if that goes up, future captain in the making, I would imagine. 16 jumping, 17 balance. He's got decent strength as well. 14. He's a youth and he's an under-21 English international, so that's pretty good. I'm excited to see how he does here. He played 19 times for Everton. Obviously, he hasn't scored any goals, but 17 starts in the league is pretty good. Got him in for 34.5 mil. Most of that, all of that is all up front apparently, so don't have to pay any in add-ons. And if he does the business, then he will be mainly a bench player, someone we to bring off the bench, play in rotated squads. He's not going to be our first choice straight away, but he's going to do a job for us, hopefully. 6'4" centre-back. Can't go wrong, hopefully. He could be bad, but his potential ability is very good. Mohamed Tabanui, a guessing is how you pronounce this fella's name. He's come in from AZ Alkmaar, and yeah, very happy with this signing. Fantastic player. He's only 23 and he's a real player, so he's been in the game for quite some time. It's 2025 and we started in, what, 1920, so it has been about 6 years or so. So I shouldn't be surprised. There's still other players in the game, but I was surprised to see someone so young that was still a real player. Anyway, 16 dribbling, 16 vision, 16 flair, 17 determination, 17 agility. Guy can play many positions there, you know, advanced playmaker, play in the midfield, attacking midfield, the wings. He looks like a beast, especially once he hits his potential. 150k a week, so he's going to need to hit the ground running, per se, to earn his wage. At least 47 mil, 55 in potential add-ons, requested to leave, and we did have heaps of money this summer, so I've brought him in, you know, last season at AZ in the Eredivisie, 17 assists and 7 goals. Let's go to the next fella. Alrighty, Benjamin Hindrax is our new right back. Yes, comes in after a decent spell at Leipzig there. Went to, played for Monaco in the Liga, so we know him from there, but he only played a couple of seasons actually while we were there, and then he moved to Leipzig. Played at Leipzig for about 4 or 5 years. How many seasons is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, yeah, 55 mil. Decent right back for 55 mil, I must say. Benjamin Hindrax, 28 years old, German international, and he had 3 caps, but still. Strong player. Very well-rounded again. And great marking, great long throws, first touch is fantastic. You know, he's good pretty much anywhere. His long shots aren't too good, his free kicks and his finishing aren't the best, but that's not what he's there for. He's there as a right back. He can do everything else, so I am hoping he does well for us. He's got a big contract as well, 250k a week. Not bad. And the last signing of the window is old mate Malang Sarr. Yes, fantastic for us back at Nice. We sold him to Arsenal. They didn't play him. Arsenal hardly ever played him. He made 11 appearances in however many seasons ago that was. 2? Yeah. So he played 6 games, then he played 5 games. What a waste. What an absolute waste. He did play a bit non-competitively, but still, we got him in for 73 mil, sorry. Can't believe we only sold him for 35, like, you know, he was always pretty good for us. This is here, 1920 seasons when we started. 7.5, you know, 6, 7, so he's always around that 7, that late 6, early 7 average rating, and he's still only 26. He still hasn't had a cap for France. He's probably regretted his move to Arsenal. Could have stayed at Nice. Would have been really good. Make a great partnership with Zagadou. But look at that, great pace, great natural fitness, his agility, and his stamina is fantastic. So he is our new stalwart in defence. And that is it for signings, folks. That is it. We spent a grand total of 291 mil, but we made 320. So really, net spend of about 30 mil, which is not bad at all. And the window isn't even closed yet. So we've got more players we can bring in. We've got more players that might be sold. A few people have gone out on loan. This fella, oh no, he left on a free anyway, never mind. Daario Bloom is a Belgium striker from our youth intake. Alexandra Gedest, I'm assuming he was from our youth intake. Can't really remember, sorry. Another fella, he's gone out on loan. He's pretty good, actually. He looks like he's going to be the real deal. We're only 17 and already valued at 1.6 mil, and he's out on loan. Where did he go? Ibar are in the second tier, so at 17, he's already playing a reasonably first team, football for there. A couple of players went out to Santo Domenico. A few players from our youth academy, and then you might remember this guy. We bought him in January. Swiss centre back, decent potential. He's gone on loan to Watford, back in the Championship, so a little bit of a step down from there. He played one game for us so far in the Cup, and played once for the B team as well. So hasn't really had too much to shine, but he is a regular in the under-21s, and hopefully all of this goes up. I imagine him alongside Malang Sarr, or then what's the new guy's name? Charlie Storer. He's 6'3", the other guy's 6'4". It's not going to be bad. Anyway, our first game actually is today. It's against Real Madrid. We're kicking off the season with probably the hardest game possible. And we got Gijón, and then we got Atletico Madrid. And then we got Vigo, we got Atletico Pamplona, and then we got Barcelona. So it's not an easy start to the season. Not at all. It's relatively balanced every month. There's a decent team in our fixture list. So we're going to finish with Atletico Pamplona on the last day. I believe the media's prediction for our season preview, they reckon we're going to finish 4th. So, hopefully that should be enough. We've brought in, I think, probably the most players, and I'm excited. It's a new area at Valencia, and if we could finish 4th, after finishing 10th last season, especially with bringing in all of the new people that we have, it's going to be fantastic. The league's reputation has dropped down to the Premier League. The Premier League has gone up a reputation. Italy, Bundesliga, league, it's still 5th, I believe. I think everything else hasn't changed too much, but yeah, that is the team. How long have this episode been so far? 32 minutes. Right, so I was going to play Real Madrid in this game, but I think I will leave it there, actually. I will actually show you a couple of things, because I noticed after winning Ligue 1 last season, Nice have been raided. We want to transfer history. Nice have been raided this season. So they've got in this fella, Steven Brummer, for 79 mil from Volland. They've got Nelson Semedo from PSG, Robert Bozendek, Hyung Song Min, Fabrice Ciala, 17-year-old. Paid a lot of money for a 17-year-old, 12.25 mil potentially. Frank Ferdinand, which I love the name, Frank Ferdinand, that's fantastic. He's also come in. And then they've got a couple players in free and a Nicholas Pepe in on loan. But they've sold Jude Bellingham. He's gone to Liverpool, back to his native England. It's going to be... he's still only 22 years old, and he played 120 games, scored 25 goals for Nice, which is good. He's already scored once in his 2 appearances for Liverpool, so he's definitely a fantastic player, and to keep an eye on. Marcus Corzo, he's off. He's playing for Schalke now in the Bundesliga, so didn't really have him too long at Nice. Played 54 games, scored 16 goals. Nancy Univar's off to Real Madrid, so we'll see him when we play Real Madrid. And yeah, who else left? Maizane Malouda left to Brighton. Miraval left to Benfica. Nabil Chahoui left to Stuttgart. Lise Mallow to CSKA Moscow. Yeah, they've just lost quite a few players. Even if you went back to last season when we were there, they sold a Boué to Anderlecht because, of course, they did. Thomas Meunier went to China in January. What else happened? They did sell... We sold Kostas. They sold, Lucas Ovic. That was us. They sold Radulovic to Rennes for 17.75 mil. Poor Radulovic. He missed out on lifting a trophy at Nice. I don't know why they sold him. He's a fantastic player. His star rating might not have always shown how good he was, but he was fantastic for us, Look at him. He played pretty much 30 games and scored 10 goals and got 9 assists. If you put the two clubs together, the record. So he's did really well, and I don't know why you would sell him. To be honest, I have no idea. But right, that has been a long introduction into the thing. So we're not going to play a game in this episode, but it's just a transfer special, and I'll bring you back the Real Madrid games and whoever we played next. Vigo, I think it was. We'll bring you back those in the next episode. We've still got 33 mil in the budget. We still have a decent amount on the wages. What do we got? Maybe just over 200, 300k. We spent a lot of money, but the balance is still healthy at 125 mil. And I'm yawning. I've talked for so long. Let's end this here. I'll catch you in the next one. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace, fellas, peace.